Okay, we're now going to look at algebraic long division. So algebraic long division is really useful to divide polynomials by other polynomials and working out what the answer is and what the remainders are and so on. Okay, so we're going to do something like this. We're going to look at this for the first example: x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 divided by x minus 4. I'm going to talk you through the layout, how important that is, and all the different steps that there are to do that. Okay, most important thing I think in this question is a very clear layout. Okay, and making sure that your arithmetic is sort of spot on, and making sure you don't make any silly mistakes. Some people make mistakes whenever they sort of take away negative numbers and that sort of thing on these types of questions. So it's just very important to make sure you know how to do it properly. Okay, let's look at this example. Okay, so whenever we're doing the division, first thing is to make sure that you get the correct layout. So you write down your numerator, what you're dividing. You write your bus shelter, what you're dividing by. Okay, so this is the function, this is the divisor. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is and whenever we're doing this, okay, learn the steps and learn sort of the way you do it. Okay, so it's the same procedure every single time. So x cubed divided by x. So you're going to divide this term here by this term. So x cubed divided by x is x squared. Okay, the next step in your long division is to multiply your x squared by your x. So x squared times x is x cubed. And write it beneath the x cubed. And x squared times minus 4 is minus 4x squared. We've got nothing here, and we've got nothing here, okay, because obviously you've only got two terms whenever you multiply. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this away from what's being divided. So x cubed divided by x cubed, 0. 2x squared subtract minus 4x squared. So 2x squared minus 4x squared is going to be 6x squared. Remember, you're subtracting a negative, so you're going to add it. 3x take away nothing is plus 3x, and 1 take away nothing is plus 1. So just to recap that, we divided the x cubed by the x, so you divide the first term here by the first term here. You write your answer on the top, so x squared. You then times your answer, x squared, by your x, and by your minus 4, write it beneath, and then take them away from each other. Okay, your next step, you're going to do 6x squared divided by x. So 6x squared divided by x is 6x. So you write up here plus 6x. Now, a similar step, you're going to multiply your 6x by your x, write it here, and do 6x times minus 4, and write it here. So 6x times x is 6x squared. 6x times minus 4 is minus 24x. And that's it. Now we're going to take them away again. 6x squared, take away 6x squared, 0. 3x minus 24x, so 3x plus 24x minus plus 24x is 27x. And 1 take away nothing is plus 1. So now I've got 27x plus 1. Again, we're going to divide this first term by the x, so 27x divided by x is plus 27. So that goes up here. So we've divided that by that. Every time you subtract, you divide the first term by the first term in your divisor, and then you write your answer at the top. Again, we're going to multiply, so 27 times x is 27x. And 27 times minus 4 is going to be minus 108. Again, last step, we're going to subtract. As we've got all the way down to numbers on the top, okay, then what we get left here as an answer is your remainder. If your remainder is 0, there is no remainder, it goes in perfectly. But if your remainder is a number, that's just your remainder. So let's take them away. 27x, take away 27x is 0. 1 minus 108 is then going to be 109. So if we do x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 1, and we divide it by x minus 4, your answer is x squared plus 6x plus 27, that's your quotient, and your remainder is 109. Okay, so your answer is x squared plus 6x plus 27, remainder 29. Okay, and that's it. So let's have a look at another question. Okay, our second example is we're going to look at x cubed minus 2x plus 1 divided by x plus 7. The reason I've chosen this example is it hasn't got an x squared term. Okay, so I want to show you what happens when that happens. Also, I want to show you another way to write your answer, the format in which you can write your answer, and that will be very useful, particularly for C3, particularly whenever you look at the proper remainder format rather than the C2 version. Okay, bus shelter, so I'm gonna set that up now, and we're going to do this sum. Okay, so let's have a look at how to set out this bus shelter. So we've got x cubed. Now, you notice the x squared term's missing. You need that x squared term in your long division method, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to write plus 0x squared. You might think, what's the point in that? But it's very important to keep the right place value whenever we're doing this. Minus 2x plus 1. And we're going to divide that by x plus 7. So that's how you would set out your bus shelter method, or your long division, and what we'll do is we'll use this method whenever, or we'll use this sort of layout, okay, but it's very important to put that in there, okay. If it was missing two terms, just say for instance x to the 4 plus x, you'd have to do x to the 4 plus 0x cubed plus 0x squared plus then the rest of the sum, or the rest of the expression. So this is the way I'm going to lay it out. Okay, so let's do the long division again, okay. So x cubed divided by x cubed divided by x is x squared. Again, remember you multiply, so x squared times x is x cubed. X squared times 7 is plus 7x. And we're going to take them away. X cubed take away x cubed, 0. 0x squared take away 7x squared would be minus 7x squared. Minus 2x take away nothing is minus 2x, and 1 take away nothing is plus 1. Okay? Again, you divide this first term by the x, so minus 7x squared divided by x would be minus 7x. Now you're going to do minus 7x times x, minus 7x times x is minus 7x squared, and minus 7x times 7 would be minus 49x. And again, take them away. Minus 7x squared minus 7x squared would be 0. Minus 2x minus 2x take away minus 49x. We add 49, so you're going to get 47x. And 1 take away nothing is plus 1. Remember what I said earlier about the like a really clear layout? My 49x is sort of moved across. If I was writing this out on the page, it would be much more tighter than this. Okay. 47x divided by x is m plus 47. Remember, I've divided the 47x by the x to get plus 47. 47 times x is 47x, and 47 times 7. Let's just do a bit of quick multiplication. 47 times 7 is 329. Okay, so it's then going to be plus 329. And we'll take them away from each other. So 47x take away 47x, 0. 1 take away 329 would then be minus 328. Okay, now I wanted to talk about how to lay this out. So, if they asked you what x cubed minus 2x plus 1 divided by x plus 7 would be, your answer would be x squared minus 7x plus 47. Remainder minus 328. However, you might want to lay that in a different way. Okay, you could write as your answer to be, if they asked you what the answer is, you could do equals. I need a bit more in here. Equals. Let's put it there. Let's just say equals x squared minus 7x plus 47. Let's just move across. And for my remainder, I had minus 328, so I'm going to do minus 328. And then over the divisor was x plus 7, so I could write over x plus 7. So this is saying that the answer is x squared minus 7x plus 47 minus 328 over x plus 7. Okay, it's a bit like, do you remember with your type of fractions, if I had something like 9 over 4, you were asked what that was as a mixed number. 4 into 9 goes twice, so that's the quotient, a bit like this. The remainder is, for this one, 1 over the divisor. Okay, so you've got 2 1/4. Well, this is a bit similar.